Hello everyone, migration. Are you looking to migrate from your server to a new one? Well, today I'm going to teach you how you can do that really simply with a quick, easy follow guide. So stay tuned for all of that informational need. Hello everyone, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content with me, MrSneakyy, always delivering informational needs that you guys request as soon as I can. And a lot of people asking about migration, so guess what? We're going to go and cover it. So how does migration work in this game? So migration is only going to be available to you after you've completed that very first season. So once you've completed the first season and you're in season 1 plus, which basically any server from server 30 upwards in the global release servers generally are to around I think 100ish. All of you guys are in that season 1 plus mode, and because you're in season 1 plus, what happens is, as you guys know, you merge against a few different servers. So these are called divisions in this game. So this is, as you can see, where server 2 in our division named 8. We have server 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? So we have all of these different types of servers all located inside of, you know, the game. And what we can do is now, once the whole season has complete, we're going to have the ability now to actually upgrade or change or stay where we are. And the way we can do this is pretty simple. At the very top here, as you can see, this icon will appear, and at first it's going to be your season summary. So after your season summary is completed, that is when all the rewards have been allocated to you as a player, depending on what alliance you have been in. Once you've completed that, what you can simply do is then get this migration preview screen. This migration preview will allow you just to get some information for a quick day, but then the migration window opens. As you can see, I've only got 14 hours left on my migration, but this does last for 2 days in total. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you can get there not straight away. You've got 2 days to do it, and you've got time to decide. But how can you actually migrate, right? How can you migrate? So if you go to the migration rules here, this is basically what is implemented in the game to make you basically available to, you know, migrate. So when we go to the first 2 places, these are kind of like your, I'd say, basic things that you need to know. So you need to be at least City Hall 16. Once you're City Hall level 16, you're going to be able to then, when migration begins, as you can see, you're going to be able to then migrate into any server in the same division as yours. So what this means is, if you're looking to migrate, if I'm in server 2, I can only migrate to any server in 6, 8, 7, or 9. So obviously this might not be somewhere where you want to go, so you might have to play here for another server season, or what you could technically do is migrate into one of these servers, and then whenever they get a brand new matchmaking, maybe you can join an alliance there through the new season summary talk screen that you guys know of. So there is options there, right, that you can explore. But basically, if you wanted to, you would then choose the number that you want to migrate to. So when you want to, it's going to cost you a bunch of gems. And this is the kind of basic premise. If I was going to migrate here, I could select any of these places, hit select, and then it'll cost me, as you can see, my current server, server 2, shows you the population, which we'll go over in a second, and then the next server. As you can see, my destination server must not be full, which it's not. I must be at least level 16, which I am, and it will cost you 5,000 gems. So make sure you've got 5,000 gems, and if you haven't, if you're free to play, start farming all of those gems on the map really quickly to start getting your gems ready in case you need to migrate out of a server. So once you've basically migrated, all that happens is this server number right here will change. So this will change from server 2 to, for example, server 6. And then all it'll mean is in the next season, when that season starts, instead of playing for server 2, you will start in the same server as server 6. So yeah, that's how migration basically works. It's a nice, easy format for you to understand. But as you can see, we're going to go into these next couple of points, which is just the last little bit of details that might be needed for more of a officer or maybe a leadership type of role. If you're looking for that type of information, keep watching, and then we've got a little quick summary at the end. So as you can see here, you've got multiple characters can be on the same server. It says you'll only be able to log in though and play as one of those characters at the same time. So if you technically had 2 or 3 accounts on one server or in the same cluster, you could technically migrate all of those into one server. So you had technically 2 farms and then your main account. So you can do stuff like that as it states here. But just make sure, as you can see, you're only going to be able to log into one, so you can't multi-instance. But the main thing is overpopulation of servers. So as you can see, when we go to migrate here, there is a migration system. And I'm going to try and give you guys the best way we can understand how this works. Because the way the population count, I believe, to work on is 2 metrics. The number of players and the amount of power in that server. I think both of those metrics matter, because depending on who you technically leaves your server will dictate who you get in. So for example, if I had 5 players all at 20 million leave my server, that means I have over 100 million power almost of worth that I could potentially migrate in, meaning I could maybe get 1 player at 100 million and that will allow it in and no one else. It could potentially allow me to have 2 people at 50 million. You know, these are just ways that we have tried to figure out over the months and obviously over the 3 different seasons we've been playing so far on how to, you know, how this migration system works. Because at the moment, there's no information, no dev, no info has been explained on how this is calculated. So we are trying to work that out, and that's what this section is trying to explain. But a really good notice, as you can tell, is the traffic light system. So basically, if it's green, it's pretty much the empty, or it's close to active basically. So you always want to aim for normal servers if you're trying to migrate maybe an entire alliance into one server. If you're just a normal player and you're just trying to find a better server that's more fitted for you, honestly, any active or crowded server, so anything that's yellow, like Hexwood, for example, you could message those alliances and be like, hey, I want to join you guys, would it be cool? Talk it out, and then next minute, migrate in there. Next season, you've got a new home and start your new journey. So that's pretty much it. Migration covered, guys. I hope I've done it justice, because it is pretty simple. Maybe in the future, but not right now. We're going to be going through a migration process. So we'll soon see. And hopefully when I do go for that migration process, we can exactly, as you can imagine, record all of it so you can see that full journey from start to finish, as well as this video. So thank you for watching. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content. My name is MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator. And with all that said, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.